What them haters talking about?
What's up, family? Straight out the gate. I'm no conspiracy theorist, but I don't put anything past the United States of America's government. I've always suspected that there was foul play in Muhammad Ali's diagnosis of Parkinson's disease. I just don't believe the man developed Parkinson's disease at 30-something years old. Now, the public started noticing a slur in Ali's speech, started noticing him slow down, even in his mobility in his late 30s. It wasn't until 1982 that 1984, that Muhammad Ali was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease at the age of 42. Why Ali and not all these other guys? Ali didn't even get hit that much in the head. He was a great defensive boxer. I grew up in a boxing family. I know guys who like to get hit in the head. They actually drop their guard so they can feel it. They like the pain. None of them have Parkinson's disease. They got some other stuff wrong. But Parkinson's, no. Now, for transparency, according to science, epidemiologic studies have reported a strong association of traumatic brain injury with an increased risk of developing Parkinsonism. Put that out there. But still, I don't trust it. I don't trust them, fam. And if you've seen how this government operates, you wouldn't trust them either. Muhammad Ali, why would they do the greatest like that? Why would somebody intentionally want to sabotage the life of Muhammad Ali? I don't know. Why would they want to do something like that to Malcolm, or Martin, or John F. Kennedy, or anybody who seemed to have a heart, who was prominent and had the collective ear of the people? Who could? And people start following. Well, just like those other men I mentioned, Muhammad Ali was a revolutionary. His words had power. And I would have no doubt, especially when you start going back and you look at the docs, you start really looking at what's his name, Hoover. When you look at the records that the FBI kept on Ali, Hoover once said, J. Edgar Hoover once said that he could not allow a Messiah to rise in the black community. Hence, the execution of Malcolm X. Hence, the execution of Martin. Hence the execution of Fred Hampton, and so many others who have went unnamed. I believe they killed the man. I believe they did something to demobilize him. And people say, well, why did they let him live to be 70-something years old? I think he lived to be 70-something, 80-something, whatever that number is. Why would they let him live that long? Well, once they took the fight out of him, they took his voice away, he ain't as dangerous. You see? Remember, fam, once Muhammad Ali got to a point to where that fire was extinguished, That's when they started loving on him, talking about, they started conceding that, yeah, he is the greatest. Let's give him a deal. Let's give him a branding deal. Now all of a sudden he's an American hero after they took the fight out of him. Oh yeah, fam. I absolutely believe 100% that whatever was going on with Ali, it was not natural causes. And it was not due to getting hit in the head in boxing. Hell, I've been hit in the head a whole lot of times in boxing. Well, not as much as my opponents, but you catch my drift. Look at people like Hagler, who took a lot of headshots. Joe Frazier. Anthony Joshua. Look at people like Sugar Ray Leonard, Roberto Duran. These guys took a lot of headshots. Now, their speech might be a little slurred. They get older, so obviously your motor skills slow down a little bit. But Parkinson's? Nah, fam. None of these guys have been diagnosed with Parkinson's. But the greatest, Ali of all, I'm telling you, fam, I do believe that foul play was involved, just as it was with Bob Marley. Some people say, why didn't they just straight out execute him? Why they got to go through all the trouble of trying to inject him with something? Why would they go through all of that trouble? Did the same thing with Bob Marley. Why would a guy disguise himself as a reporter and go all the way to Jamaica to interview Bob Marley, befriend Bob Marley so he can get close enough to him and then give him a pair of sneakers, a pair of Nike sneakers that had a pen in it, a venomous pen in it that caused cancer? Why would he do that? Now, this is what dude said on his deathbed. This ain't something I'm making it up. This is what the killer said on his deathbed. He said he had a contract to kill Bob Marley. A contract to kill Bob Marley by someone, given to him by someone he worked with inside the U.S. government who cashed U.S. government checks. And he said that he thought he was doing it to save America. He said he regretted it later on in life, but at the time he did it because he was sold the dream that Bob Marley was somehow a danger to American safety. But what say you, fam? Maybe I'm just tripping, you know? Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm paranoid. What say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.